Hello everyone. Today I am excited to host a new activism and a new activist. Ihsan is joining to me to talk about a new walking project for refugees. Ihsan, welcome.
Hi, Ismail. How are you?
Hi Ihsan. Can you introduce yourself? Who are you? If you want to briefly tell us the viewers who are you, and then we'll talk about what you're about to do.
I'm Ihsan. I'm 16 years old. I'm in college in London. Um, I just consider myself an activist. I like to support all the issues going on around the world, not specifically, but in general, refugees to economic crises to dictatorships from democratic problems. I just consider myself an activist to support these issues around the world.
It's a very young age to be involved, 16. So, for instance, what are you planning to do? What is the focus of this project? What are you? Can you tell us briefly about that?
So this project I saw last year as well. I wasn't able to attend last year, but I was very pleased to see what was going on. The same way it's happening this year, we're going to be walking 50 kilometers starting in UK Greenwich on Saturday, 15th February. We'll be going to Belgium, Brussels via transport by train, and our actual walk will be starting from Belgium. We'll be walking throughout all of Luxembourg, through Germany, and ending on the French border. This is all in order to raise awareness for all the refugee crisis that's happening around the world. It really is upsetting that people have to go through such struggles around the world. And it's in a way not to only feel sympathy and empathy for those refugees, but also to exercise ourselves, understand what they're going through, and hopefully raise awareness and inform others who do not know about what's going on.
I see. This is going to be the first activism after the Brexit, in that sense, from UK. And
Yeah.
it is very clever that you choose the train to travel because otherwise there might be a lot of queue in Dover. But apart from that, 50 kilometers in winter conditions, where whilst we're recording this program, there is storm going on in UK. I'm sure the Europe is not so different. Why do you do this in winter? Is that specific? And why do you do it so long? You can do just 5 kilometers, and in a nice summer time. What is the point? So why are you doing in winter, and why it is so long, like 50 kilometers?
Of course, it would be better for us if we only did 5 kilometers and if the conditions were better. But the aim isn't for it to be easier for us initially, is to feel empathy for the others. And I'm sure, and many of the viewers are also probably aware that these refugees have to go through much harder situations with luggage in their hands, bags on their backs, babies in their laps. It's much more difficult. They have to, in some cases, swim, run away with whatever they have in their hands. And sometimes it's much more than just 50 kilometers. And so obviously 5 kilometers wouldn't be enough just to raise awareness, and as well as feeling empathy, it's not enough. And we feel that the longer it is and the harder it is, we'll be more able to understand what's going on.
I see. So tell us about, so Belgium you're starting, and do you know any locations that you are going to visit throughout in different countries? I understand the borders are very close to each other in that area that you are going to walk.
Yeah, so I do know that we're going to go through Brussels into the Luxembourg border, and I do know that we're going to go through all of Luxembourg. However, I'm not sure how much of Germany we'll be going through, but we will be going through Germany to end up on the French border between all three countries, Luxembourg, Germany, and France.
I see. And how many people will be joining this year, as far as you know, as of today?
There are 10 to 15 people who will be taking place in this. People from all around the world will be coming together. I know a few people from Australia, from Romania, England, America. And during our journey, once we arrive at Germany, Belgium, and France, people from there will also be participating. So it's a general group collaboration. It's just great to have people from so many different nationalities and ethnicities taking part, showing the multicultural diversity that this problem isn't specific for a group of people, but around all of the world, there's people trying to help support the cause.
I see. So, do you know anything about the age group? So, since at least you are aware of the UK group, what is the roughly age group, age gap in who are participating in the walk?
I think it's college and university students who are taking part as a majority. I do know a few older people who will be taking part, some who are already married. But I think it's throughout all ages, people who are taking part in such refugee problems start from babies going all the way to the elderly. That's why we don't usually have an actual age preference. I think people from all ages are taking part, but the general majority is college university students.
I see. So, Ihsan, apart from that, you will do this activism, and what can the viewers or listeners of this program can do to support you, apart from coming in and joining in your walk? What else they can do to support your cause?
Our most important target from this is to raise awareness and inform people who do not know about what's going on. So the least we ask for is for people to share the cause, send it to family and friends, just share it around, raise awareness. And if possible, for those who are willing, we also do have a donation page.
Mm-hmm.
Our aim is to raise £50,000 for the refugees across the world. And for those who are willing, we would like for those to send some donations through.
So it looks like £1,000 per kilometer. That's your aim.
Yeah.
I hope you reach that aim, because that will definitely help some people at least. And I hope that you raise enough awareness about this issue. And I'm glad that you decided to do this year, especially you joining on board now, which means like there is a demand and there is an interest on this. Maybe next year it will be even bigger and in a different scale. I want to congratulate as another activist and wish the best to all of you. I hope you get appropriate gear and because it's a long walk, and I hope you are ready for it in terms of your fitness, because walking 50 kilometers in a day is in this weather would be definitely a challenge, and we'll be following you on social media. Is there I bet there is a social media account we can follow, which I will share at the bottom of this screen. Thank you very much for joining and telling us. Is there any final message you want to say?
Just again for the viewers, please share and raise awareness, and hopefully by the end of this journey, everyone would understand the struggle that refugees go through. Thank you.
Of course, that is the least we can do. Thank you very much, Ihsan, for letting us know about this project and organizing and participating in this. I'm sure all we can do is to encourage and do more awareness raising about this issue and share the stories. Maybe join you in our own locality, walking around a couple of kilometers and tweeting and sharing in social media. Once again, thank you very much. Dear friends, listen, Ihsan, they will be walking 50 kilometers in 5 different countries this coming 15th of February, and they are aiming to raise awareness about the refugee crisis in the world, and they will be donating all the proceedings for the case of refugees, and they are aiming to raise £50,000 this year. They had a successful campaign last year, and they were hoping to repeat that. And I wanted to share that news with you, and I'm hoping that you will support them in their cause. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.